Under this topic, we have been doing a series of merely from textbook. They do not become practical. They acquire a significant intellectual knowledge. Most people run after mere intellectual knowledge. But if one recognizes the fact that the Dhamma is not in textbook, Lord Buddha expounded the truth to the humility as a path to the truth to the humility as a path to freedom, eradicating the suffering or the unsatisfactoriness or the misery. What we really need in this life is the freedom from dark or suffering and be at peace. What is dukkha? If we look at this dukkha closely, we will understand that dukkha is due to the extent of so-called me. Commonly, we all say, I am in dukkha, I am suffering, I am unhappy, etc. I am in dukkha, I am suffering because of so and so. I am in dukkha because that item was broken to pieces, because I lost that particular thing which I like most, etc. In this manner, we attribute the arising of dukkha to various things or people or situations outside, such as when we do not get what we wanted, when we lose that we look the most, etc. In all situations, we say, I am in dukkha, I am miserable, I am unhappy, dukkha happens to me only, etc. This dukkha is for somebody. If there is nobody, then how can there be any dukkha? This is very deep insight, which is usually do not see or comprehend. However, if we come to recognize this truth clearly, it becomes very simple, obvious fact. We talk about Nibbana. Many try to attain Nibbana, or in other words, to realize the truth. Is it so? Extinguishment. When there is fire, there will be extinguishment of the fire as well. In case of an oil lamp, if oil is over and the wick also burn out, the lamp will then automatically cease to exist. Where the light has gone from its existence. This is a similar, usually given in sutra. For example, Abhikhandopama Sutra. As long as one part firewood, dry leaves, dry combustible material into the fire, it continues. In this manner, there are many similars given. However, these are mere intellectual knowledge. Is it not? Even for a moment, have you ever felt that you have a mind? I have a mind. My mind is joyful. My mind is miserable or unhappy. Is it not this mind is useful, joyful or unhappy? Is it not this joy or misery is in the mind? Where mind is, there is dukkha. Unsatisfactoriness. Whenever mind exists, there is joy and sorrow, the duality. Mind never stays at one end. It always swings back and forth. If there is one end, it implies the existence of the opposite end. The duality, the nature of the mind. Lord Buddha taught us the truth, the reality beyond the duality. We have been explaining the paraya, the material in Pitaka. Today I am discussing the facts beyond Pitaka which are of practical significance. Most of us know the content in Pitaka as intellectual knowledge or data or theory. However, when it comes to true knowing or experiential knowledge, it is questionable whether we have understood the teaching currently or got the essential that it is pointing to. Almost all have not understood the pointing currently. Do you recognize that somebody or individual exists in the so-called knowledge, intellectual knowledge? If one says, I know, it merely means a knowledge acquired through sense. Then there exists somebody or sense of individuality. However, if the sense of individuality is lost or disappeared, there is no use of knowledge. This is very subtitle, very blissful, deep philosophical understanding and recognition, which leads to the cessation of sorrow or suffering.